Okay, so in this video we're going to show you how you can use a free online tool called Pixlr to take your plain shirt designs and enhance them into, add some flair to the designs. So what we do is we want to start off in Pixlr and just go to pixlr.com, that's pixlr.com, and we just click on this little blue arrow to open up the application. You want to use the editor, the one on the left, not the Express on the right. So we're just going to click Launch Web App. Pixlr is completely online, so there's nothing to download. It does take a few moments to pop up. And there we go. So to open an image, we can either create a brand new image, we can open images from our computer, we can open an image from a URL if we know the URL location, or we can open images from Pixlr's library. You can only open images, you can only use Pixlr's library if you're actually a member of Pixlr, which is a free membership to sign up. I haven't signed up because I never use the images from their library. So let's open some images from our computer. And what we have here is some free images I got off pixabay.com, and we're going to need our background image as well as some donuts. I'm just going to hold the shift key down to select them all, hit open, and they all open one by one in Pixlr. And you can grab these images and drag them around. Whichever image you click on comes to the front, and that'll be the image that Pixlr knows you're working on. One issue we're going to have right off the top is you notice that these donut images all have white backgrounds, and we don't want the white background because otherwise when we paste them into our background you're going to have like white squares all over the place. So what we're going to do is remove these white backgrounds. It's simple to do. What we're going to do is you have your layers window over here. First, let's unlock that layer so we can work on it. And what we're going to do is go up to our layers menu up top, and we're going to select new layer. And you notice now we've got two layers. We've got our original donut here, and we've got a transparent layer laying right on top of that donut. What we want to do is just drag these so that the transparent layer is on the bottom. So the transparent layer is now in behind. We make sure that the donut layer, picture of the donut, the top layer is the one that's active. It's the one in blue. You just activate your layers by clicking on them. So once that's clicked, what we want to do is select all the white area and remove it. And you might wonder how to do that. There's a special tool here called the wand tool. It looks like a little wand with a sparkly thing on the end. We're going to select that. Just click anywhere on the white part of the image and you'll see that it selects all the white portion, but it leaves the picture alone. And we can actually select in the center. I'm going to hold the shift key down so that Pixlr knows I'm making more than one selection, and just select the center part of that donut there too. And then we're going to go to edit, and we're just going to cut. So we cut away that image so we notice that wherever the white was, it's now all transparent. So we can now go to edit, and we're going to select that entire image, and then we'll go to edit again. We're going to copy that entire image, go over to our background here, and we'll move our layers window a bit out of the way there. Go to edit and paste, and we pasted our little donut right in the picture here. Now what I want to do is I want to change the size of this, rotate it a bit, do some things to it. So we're going to go up here to edit, and we're going to select free transform. When we select free transform, it puts a little box around that image, and we could change the sizes by dragging it back and forth. And I'm going to click outside the box. It asks to confirm the changes. I'm going to say no because that's not what I want to do there. What I want to do, edit free transform. I just want to grab the corner here and make it a bit smaller. And the way we're going to do that, hold the shift key down. When you hold the shift key down as you drag, what it does is it keeps the proportions the same no matter what we do with that. So we're just going to shrink it a little bit. And then if you also go to the corner there, instead of the diagonal arrow, you move it out a bit, you get a little rotation, a little rotary arrow there. what you can do is you can just rotate it a bit, and then we're going to just grab it here and just maybe move it over here somewhere, something like that. Alright, and then what I'd like to do is click on that layer. So I go up to layers, the menu. Oh yes, it asks us to confirm the changes. Yes. Okay. We'll go up to the layer menu, duplicate layer. So what it is, it put a duplicate donut right on top of the first. We'll go over here to our move tool, which is in the upper right corner of our tools icon menu here. Move tool, click that, and we're going to move it. And you can see we did indeed have a duplicate layer because it only moves the one layer. So we're going to take this and we'll just move it over here. We can go back to our donut. We can get rid of this. No, we don't want to save it. Alright, we've got another donut here. Again, the white background. So what we do is, again, go to the layers menu, double click on the lock to unlock the layer. We're going to go to layer, new layer, so it generates a transparency. Drag that transparency underneath. Activate the donut layer, the top layer. Grab our wand, select the white area. There's no white area in the center this time, so we can just go to edit and cut. And there we have our transparent background. Edit, select all. Edit, copy over to our main image. Edit, paste. Let's go to edit, free transform. Holding down the shift key so we keep our proportions the same, our length to width ratio the same, our aspect ratio the same. We'll shrink that a bit. We'll rotate that a bit. And so we just grab it on, just move it up here somewhere. Let's go to confirm the changes. Layer, we're going to duplicate that layer, grab our move tool, and we'll bring that maybe over here somewhere. Let's go to edit, free transform. We can rotate that right around, something like that. Maybe move it more to the edge, and confirm. Get rid of that donut. No, we don't need to save it. Let's grab, unlock the layer, layer, new layer. Get the transparency behind it. Grab our magic wand. See if we can grab the center here. Holding on the shift key to let Pix know we're making more than one selection. There we go. Edit. Cut. We're going to select all and copy that image, and same thing, paste it into our main image. And we'll just edit, free transform. Let's shrink that a bit. Move that down there. Let's duplicate that layer. Grab our move tool. Something like that. And we can go back and click on each layer. You notice that every time we paste it in, Pixar pastes it in on a new layer. We can always go back, click any other layer and activate it and kind of move things around. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Now what we can do is we can go to layer. We're going to say open image as a new layer. We're going to open our shirt image now. We're going to open it as a new layer. We'll just select our shirt, open, and there it is right on top. I'm going to go to free transform again, edit free transform. Hold the shift key down to keep the aspect ratio the same. We're going to just enlarge that just a little bit. And that's looking pretty good. And I'm just going to say yes to that. And if you make a mistake, you move it by accident, you can just go to edit, undo, it goes right back. And let's see if I can just kind of move this over here a bit. Something like that. And you get it to how it looks nice. Okay, going back to our shirt layer, making the shirt layer the active layer. Okay, we know it's active because that's the one that's moving around now. Let's hit edit, undo, so we can get it back in its original spot. Alright, we can add a little bit of a shadow to the shirt. And to do that, go up to your layer, come down to layer styles. Right here, when you click on that, and you can add a drop shadow, inner shadow, bevel, outer glow, inner glow. We want a drop shadow. So we can click on that. And if you double click it, you get a little menu coming up. I'm going to just move this out of the way so you can see that we've added this shadow here now. And you can adjust the angle where the shadow appears. Okay, I like it right about there where it was, so it shadows this way. You can move it straight up like that. Actually, that's pretty nice right there. You can do a distance thing. I like to exaggerate the distance because you're going to see later when we flatten the image, it kind of shrinks that distance. Opacity, we can set a little bit of semi-opacity to the shadow. We can also diffuse it a bit. That's looking pretty good there. Look like a nice realistic shadow. Okay. Our last step is to go to layer and flatten image. And what flatten image does, it takes all those multiple layers and puts it down into one single image. Boom. And you can see, as I said, for some reason, a little quirky thing on Pixlr is when you do that shadow thing, it really, I really exaggerated the distance because when you do a flatten, it tends to shrink it in a bit. So we've got a nice little realistic shadow there. It's not overpowering, just kind of a subtle. And there we go. Now, our final thing is we would go to File and Save. And we could name our image. We don't want it as a JPEG. We want it as a PNG. So I'll just add with shirt to the title. Okay. And there you have it. You can save it and you're all set. And that's how to do flared mockups in Pixlr.